What if the most reliable used car under $15,000 wasn't a Toyota or a Honda? What if it was Swedish, built like a vault, and has an army of obsessive owners running them past 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat? These aren't myths, they're Volvos. And today we're counting down the 10 best used Volvo models that cost almost nothing to keep running long after the warranty is dead and gone. Stick around, because the one at number 1 has been hiding in plain sight for over 2 decades. Number 10. Volvo C30. Let's kick things off with the most underrated hatchback of its era, the Volvo C30. Now, most people see this car and think niche, quirky, hard to maintain, and they couldn't be more wrong. Here's the part most buyers completely miss. The C30 shares its bones with the Ford Focus and Mazda 3 through Volvo's shared platform with Ford during this era. That means the platform, major drivetrain components, and a huge number of wear items are cross-compatible with vehicles that sold in the tens of millions worldwide. Your local parts store stocks them. Your independent mechanic has worked on them. You're not paying specialty import prices for basic service items. The T5 5-cylinder turbocharged engine in the C30 is the same architecture Volvo used in nearly every performance vehicle they built for over a decade. The mechanic community knows this engine inside and out. Forums like SwedeSpeed have documented every failure point, every DIY fix, and every parts upgrade in exhaustive detail. Oil changes, timing belt at the scheduled interval, and brake pads, that's the bulk of your maintenance budget for the first 150,000 miles. The real kicker is price. Because it's a 3-door hatchback, demand stays niche and prices stay low. Clean C30s are sitting in the $8,000 to $12,000 range right now, with serious miles left in them. That's a lot of Swedish engineering for very little money. Number 9. Volvo S40/V50. At number 9, 2 cars most people completely forget about, and that's exactly why they belong here. The Volvo S40 sedan and its wagon sibling, the V50, both sit on the same Ford C1 platform, also known internally at Volvo as the P1 platform shared with the Focus, C30, and Mazda 3. And just like the C30, that platform partnership means parts are globally abundant, competitively priced, and easy to source without dialing a Volvo dealer. The 2.4i naturally aspirated 5-cylinder is the powertrain you want here specifically. No turbo means fewer components that can fail under heat and pressure. It's as mechanically simple as a Volvo gets from this era, and that simplicity is the entire value proposition. Owner communities and aggregate repair data consistently point to annual maintenance costs in the $650 to $700 range on well-maintained examples, well below the luxury compact segment average of around $800. That is a compelling value for a car with Volvo's interior quality standards. And the interior quality is worth mentioning. 2007 and 2008 S40 and V50 that have been properly cared for still feel solid today. Buttons still click. Leather still looks presentable. These cars were built to last. If you want a sensible, affordable, low-drama daily driver with a Swedish safety pedigree, the S40 and V50 are the starting point on this list. They fly under the radar completely, and that's your advantage as a buyer. Number 8. Volvo XC40. Number 8, and I can already hear the pushback, but hear me out. The first-generation Volvo XC40, specifically the T5AWD, Volvo's Drive E 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, gets criticized in enthusiast circles for trading character for efficiency. Fair, but after several years in production now, the reliability picture is filling in, and it's a solid one. The Drive E T5 has enough real-world miles logged that every known failure point has been identified and addressed. What makes the XC40 smart on a cost-of-ownership basis is size. It's Volvo's smallest SUV, smaller platform, smaller body, simpler suspension geometry than the XC60 or XC90. And in the world of out-of-warranty maintenance, smaller almost always means cheaper. Tires cost less. Brake jobs cost less. The T5 powertrain doesn't carry the transmission complexity issues that plagued some early European 4-cylinder turbo setups. Here's the timing angle. 2019 and 2020 XC40 are stacking up in the used market right now because buyers are chasing newer models. You can get into one in the $22,000 to $28,000 range with solid warranty history. The market hasn't fully priced in what long-term XC40 ownership actually costs to maintain. This is your window. Number 7. Volvo S60. Number 7. The second-generation Volvo S60, and specifically the T5 front-wheel drive version. Volvo offered this generation in T5, T6, and Polestar trims. The T6 and Polestar are the exciting choices. The T5 FWD is the smart choice. No complex AWD hardware to service. No twin-charged engine running at elevated pressures. Just a well-tuned single-turbo engine pushing through a proven ICE and automatic gearbox, one of the most widely used and thoroughly understood automatic transmission architectures in the global industry. The P3 platform that underpins this S60 is where the real story is. IPD USA, one of the most respected independent Volvo parts suppliers in the country, stocks upgrade kits and replacement components for practically every serviceable item on this car. When you can source quality parts without going to a dealer, your labor bill drops dramatically, because independent shops don't need to order through the dealer network. S60 T5 owners on forums report 150,000 to 200,000 miles on a maintenance schedule that reads like a checklist rather than a horror story. Timing belt at 120,000. Coolant and brake fluid on schedule, oil every 7,500 miles. Predictable costs. No surprises. That predictability is the whole game when you're buying used. Number 6. Volvo V60. At number 6, the car that converts non-wagon people, the Volvo V60. On the mechanical level, this is the S60, with an extended roofline and dramatically more cargo space. Same P3 platform, same powertrain options, same long-term reliability story. But what puts the V60 ahead of the sedan on this list is the culture around it. Volvo wagon owners, and V60 owners especially, are evangelical. They post mileage updates. They share full service records when they sell. They'll describe their maintenance history in more detail than most people describe their own medical history. And when that kind of ownership culture forms around a specific model, it creates something incredibly valuable for used buyers. An enormous library of real-world maintenance data collected over years by people who genuinely cared about their cars. Go into any V60 forum, and you can find documented threads covering virtually every repair job this car will ever need, cost estimates, DIY guides, parts recommendations, torque specs. That knowledge infrastructure drives your actual ownership costs down significantly because you know what's coming and exactly what it costs before you even buy the car. And because wagon buyers hold their cars longer and maintain them better on average, the used market tends to be full of V60 clean records. Finding a neglected one requires more effort than finding a well-kept one. That is not true for most vehicles. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, hit the like button. It takes about 1 second, and it genuinely helps. Back to the list. Number 5. Volvo XC60. Halfway through, and we've arrived at the most recognizable nameplate on this list, the first-generation Volvo XC60. Volvo's best-selling model since 2009, and there's a reason it stayed that way for nearly a decade. The base trim, 3.2-liter naturally aspirated straight 6, is the engine this generation should be remembered for. No turbo, no intercooler, no boost pressure to manage, just a smooth inline 6 that generates 235 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque without ever feeling like it's working hard. Multiple owners have documented this engine past 250,000 miles with original internals. That level of durability doesn't happen by accident. Volvo engineered conservatism into this powertrain on purpose. The parts pricing situation for first-gen XC60 is exceptional. Because this model sold in massive global numbers, aftermarket support is deep. The 3.2-liter runs a lifetime timing chain, meaning there is no scheduled belt replacement interval to budget for at any point in ownership. That alone puts it in a different financial category from turbocharged European rivals. When other services, such as the water pump and cooling system, do eventually come due, parts availability through suppliers like FCP Euro is extensive, and costs remain a fraction of what the equivalent services run on a same-era BMW or Mercedes SUV, which can easily cost 2 to 3 times as much in parts alone before labor. For the T5 and T6 versions, the powertrain is more complex, but the community support is just as strong. The first-gen XC60 community has been at this long enough that every quirk is documented and every fix is established. No mysteries, no surprises, just cost-predictable ownership at a fair price. Number 4. Volvo S80. Number 4, and this is the one most buyers walk past without stopping. The second-generation Volvo S80, specifically with the 3.2-liter naturally aspirated straight 6. The S80 was Volvo's flagship, their answer to the BMW 5 Series and Mercedes E-Class. And in the new car market, it played second fiddle to both of those on prestige. But in the used car market, particularly out of warranty, it wins the comparison decisively. That B6324S 3.2-liter 6-cylinder is built with the same over-engineered philosophy you'll hear about throughout this list. Heavy casting, conservative tune, enormous cooling capacity relative to output. Owners on European Volvo forums regularly check in past 200,000 miles, reporting nothing more than routine fluid changes and 1 or 2 scheduled serpentine belt services. The engine runs a lifetime timing chain rather than a belt. There is no timing belt to replace, which removes one of the largest hidden cost variables from the ownership equation. The engine doesn't develop the expensive chronic conditions that haunt German luxury powertrains of the same era. Here's the market inefficiency that makes this the buy of the list. The S80 is consistently underpriced in the used market because buyers see flagship Volvo and assume flagship maintenance costs. They walk away and buy an aging 5 Series that will punish them with VANOS issues, cooling system failures, and suspension components that cost more than the car's monthly payment. The S80 keeps getting cheaper. 2010 and 2011 examples in good condition are sitting in the $8,000 to $13,000 range right now. Flagship Swedish engineering, Nobody competing for it. That's the definition of a used car opportunity. Number 3. Volvo XC70. At number 3, the vehicle Volvo loyalists call the adventure wagon, the third-generation XC70. Think of this as a V70 wagon, with roughly 2.5 to 3 inches of extra ride height, a standard all-wheel drive system, and protective body cladding for light off-road use. It was engineered to go anywhere, carry anything, and keep doing it indefinitely. And based on owner data, it delivers on that promise more consistently than almost anything else in this price range. The P3 platform under this generation is the same architecture shared by the S60, V70, and XC60. The Hulled XAWD system it uses is thoroughly documented by the Volvo community. The recommended service is straightforward: a fluid change every 30,000 to 40,000 miles. Do that on schedule, and the AWD system will outlive everything else on the car. Skip it, and you'll eventually pay to find out why you shouldn't have. What really makes the case for the XC70 is the longevity data from real owners. Multiple long-term ownership reports document 300,000 to 350,000 miles without engine or major transmission replacement. Owners on dedicated Volvo forums celebrate 200,000-mile milestones the way other car communities celebrate buying new ones. These aren't outliers. They're the expected outcome when this car is properly maintained. Annual maintenance on a well-cared-for XC70 averages roughly $650 to $850 a year after warranty. That's respectable territory for a fully capable all-wheel drive wagon with more cargo capacity than most crossovers, twice its price. Number 2. Volvo V70. Number 2. And for a significant portion of the Volvo community, this is the actual number 1. The third-generation V70. This is Volvo's answer to the question American buyers forgot they were asking. Why would you choose a crossover over a wagon? The V70 makes the argument better than almost any other vehicle of its era. Lower center of gravity than any SUV. Cargo capacity that embarrasses compact crossovers. Highway fuel economy that beats comparably sized all-wheel drive vehicles. And driving dynamics that are sharper and more connected than anything with a higher ride height. But the reliability case is the engine. The T6 3-liter turbocharged inline-6 in the V70 is one of the most robust powertrains Volvo produced during the modern era. Over-engineered cooling, conservative internal tolerances compared to any contemporary German 6-cylinder from the same price bracket. The maintenance cost gap is significant. There is a standing joke in V70 forums that the most expensive ongoing cost of ownership is tires. People repeat it because it's mostly true. The DIY and independent shop accessibility for this car is exceptional. FCP Euro's parts catalog for this generation is deep and competitively priced. Independent Volvo specialists, not dealers, charge between $80 and $110 per hour in most markets. BMW and Mercedes dealers in those same markets are billing $185 to $250 or more. That gap compounds over 100,000 miles into a very real number. The V70 holds emotional value while losing market value, and that gap is where the opportunity lives. A pristine, well-maintained V70 from 2011 or 2012 costs a fraction of what an equivalent BMW 5 Series wagon commands, a car that will cost significantly more to keep running past 100,000 miles. The V70 owner knows what they have. Everyone else is walking past it. Number 1. Volvo XC90. And the number 1 used Volvo that costs pennies to maintain long after the warranty expires. The first-generation Volvo XC90. Nobody is shocked, and they shouldn't be. When Volvo launched the first-gen XC90 in 2003, they built it on the P2 platform, the same proven architecture that underpinned the S60, V70, and S80 of that era. It was Volvo's first SUV. Their engineers were not going to let it fail in the market. They overbuilt it. They stress-tested it beyond what any typical owner would ever demand, and the results are still showing up 20-plus years later in mileage threads that read like long-distance running diaries. The 2.5 T5-cylinder turbocharged engine, the B5254T2, is the centerpiece of the legend. Documented past 250,000 miles on original turbos. Cleared 300,000 miles with a single timing belt replacement. Owners on VolvoCommunity.net post update threads at 200K, 250K, 300K, and beyond. These aren't exception cases. They're what happens when you do the maintenance. And here's the total cost of ownership math that makes this the number 1 pick. A clean 2007 or 2008 XC90 with under 120,000 miles is available right now in the $7,000 to $12,000 range. A full timing belt and water pump service using parts from FCP Euro, which offers a lifetime replacement guarantee on Volvo components, runs approximately $400 to $500 in parts. Annual maintenance on a well-maintained example averages $400 to $600 a year. That's it. Now, run the same math on a same vintage BMW X5 purchased at the same price point. 1 Vanos failure, 1 air suspension rebuild, 1 cooling system overhaul. The BMW catches up to and surpasses the XC90's total purchase price and repair costs before you've put another 50,000 miles on the clock. The other factor people consistently underestimate is the community. The first generation XC90 has been on the road long enough that every known failure point has been cataloged, addressed, and documented publicly. The PCV system, address it proactively. The ETM throttle module, known issue, known fix, available upgrade. Differential service scheduled, simple, cheap. The ownership community has already written the manual. You just have to follow it. These are the 3-row SUVs families bought in 2006 and are still driving in 2026, not because they haven't had the money to replace them, because they've run the numbers and can't find a reason to. Honorable mentions. 2 that came extremely close to the main list. The Volvo C70 convertible, second generation, 2006 through 2013. Same proven 5-cylinder engines, same P1 platform bones, same parts accessibility as everything on this list. The retractable hardtop mechanism is the one system that demands careful ownership attention, but the forum documentation around what to inspect and when is thorough. If you want a Volvo that turns heads for under $12,000 with the reliability fundamentals largely intact, this is the honorable mention. And the Volvo 850 from the 1990s. Yes, it's old, but the 850 is the car that established the modern Volvo reliability reputation in the first place. These are the vehicles showing up on enthusiast forums at 400,000 and 500,000 miles. Parts are still available. The community is still active, and if you have access to a trusted independent shop or are comfortable with basic wrenching, the 850 represents the absolute floor on what it costs to own something Swedish long-term. There you have it. 10 Volvo models that prove you don't need Toyota or Honda money to get that level of long-term reliability. You just need to know which models to buy, which generations to target, and what to look for when you're shopping. Which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're already driving one of these and have the mileage to prove it, we want to hear the number. We actually read them. Hit subscribe if you found this useful. We break down exactly this kind of data every single week, so you can spend smarter and drive longer. See you in the next one.